Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. We've got the Porsche 911 991 Generation 1 here in front of us. This is the last time that Porsche did naturally aspirated Porsche 911s. From this point onwards, all the 911 that came out from the Porsche world were turbocharged, except from the GT department, the GT3 and the GT3 RSs and the GTSs, as you find in the 718. Later became naturally aspirated, and that's just purely and simply down to the furore and the enthusiasm that arose from people that actually wanted naturally aspirated cars. The Porsche 991, the Dot 1, is amongst one of my favorite 911s, and this is the 3.4 litre, the 911 Carrera 2, the rear wheel drive 911. And the reason I prefer the 3.4 in some ways than not over the 3.8 litre is purely because I'm somebody that likes a slow car fast rather than a fast car slow, and I like to engage and put time, effort, and just appreciate and enjoy my Porsche 911. I like to get the best out of it, and this is one of those cars that is not only just going to be absolutely pleasurable to drive, but also the specification is incredible as well. It's got the incredible Porsche seal grey metallic exterior color complemented with the 20-inch Porsche classic alloys. The rest of the spec is things like the Sports Chrono Plus package, and on the inside you've got two-tone leather interior, which is the agate grey here on the dash, and the steering wheel that you find complemented with the pebble stone interior. Now, something like this, to kind of truly appreciate it and enjoy it, you've got to get yourself behind the steering wheel, start it up, and take it out for a spin. Every Porsche 911 is adventurous to get into, to drive, and to get a good feel for it. And something like this is no different at all either. The 3.4 litre flat 6 boxer engine produces 345 brake horsepower, 390 Newton meters of torque. A 0 to 62 miles per hour is possible in 4.6 seconds, and the top speed is just under 180 miles per hour. In terms of performance numbers, this has it all, and what makes it even more exciting is the fact that it is a Porsche 911. And not just the performance figures, but also the transmission this has. This has got the Doppelkupplungsgetriebe, the PDK dual clutch transmission, meaning you've got one clutch that simply does the job of going through the odd gears, and the other clutch going through the gears, going through the even gears. So at no point are you going from sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 in terms of gear changes. These gear changes happen at such a millisecond that they are a lot more quicker, and from a performance numbers that you get with a PDK transmission, they're better than if you're actually driving a manual transmission. I've switched on and pressed the sports button to get this sound out from the exhaust system. I think any 911 has got to be thrilling, has got to be enjoyable to drive, and has got to give you the energy, the feel, and the sensation of what you're able to get from a feeling point of view in the driver's seat right here. From a specification point, again, you know, just things like the Alcantara headrest and the premium leather. And the fact it sounds like this is absolutely the best blend of a sports car. And what I adore and love about the Porsche brand is the fact that it's the same product since 1963, and they've just made it better, better, better. And it's the fact that, you know, I can still downshift coming up to a hold makes it very enjoyable. I will press. Shall I press the Sport Plus button, or leaving Sports button? We're leaving Sports button, and let's put our foot down. over 6,500 revs per minute. And as you warm up this engine, it just gets better and better. Right now, I've pressed the Sports Plus button. And I could use the buttons here on the steering wheel to manually shift up a gear if I like, you know, if I wanted it a bit more engaging, or I can alternatively just slide that PDK gear selector over to the left side and go down a gear or go up a gear. It still means that it's manually, it still means it's, yeah, of course, gives you the look and a feel and of a manual transmission, but it's incredibly engaging in that. So this is shifting down the gear selector there. I actually rather prefer it in the sports mode. And watch and feel the space right here. Slowing down, and I'll come to an absolute standstill. First gear, sports on. Right there, I had actually forgotten that the car gear selector was in the manual mode, so it just held in that first gear for a bit longer than I anticipated. But the good thing about the PDK transmissions are that you can't actually over rev them. I will be doing the same thing again. Performance, specification, and the all-round practicality offered by the Porsche 911 brand makes it an absolute standout of a sports car. And when you've got the roar of the 3.4 litre naturally aspirated flat 6 boxer engine, what more would you want in life? This, my friend, brings us towards the end of our test drive review part of this video. And if you're interested in this Porsche 911 and you're thinking about buying it, continue watching the next segment of this video, which is the paperwork. Don't forget to subscribe, because whatever money we actually earn out of our YouTube channel gets donated to a UK registered charity. Now on to the paperwork side of things. This has got a good owner's history. The current owner has had it since July 2021. That's Darren from Plymouth. And now in terms of the service history, if I can just show it from a closer point of view. The first service, this is a 2012 registration car. The first service was done at 2014 at Porsche Centre Guildford, then at 2016 at JZM Porsche, 2018 at GCR, these are a Porsche specialist as well, and then in 2020 at 49,000 miles it had a service at Redline. They are a supercar specialist, and the last service was done on 11th August 2021 at 54,930 miles, and that included basically all the oils, the oil filter, and all related items that were actually needed for the service. Now it's also got a couple of other invoices as well directly from Porsche. It's HPI clear, and right here is the specification list. So from a paperwork point of view, it's practically got everything that it needs. overall, in terms of a Porsche 991, to kind of summarize this, it's finished in an outstanding exterior color, complemented with superb alloys. It's got the Sports Chrono Plus package, as well as this incredible interior. And if you're looking for a 991 that's been well maintained, well looked after, look no further. And thank you for actually watching our videos and our content, and hope to see you in future videos. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. Bye bye.